It's July 9th, 2019. Today I have a couple of things for you. First of all, I'll talk about Apple CarPlay on the Goldwing and some settings that might make things easier for you. Also, I'll talk a little bit about my news experience. Today it was announced that Ross Perot passed away. Well, about the time that he was running for president in the 90s, I was to shoot an interview with him for NBC Nightly News, and I was a little early to his office. We had to wait about a half an hour for the correspondent to come in, but it was just Ross and I, and he was just the nicest man. He gave me this guided tour of his immense office. And I have a picture from that visit. Let me get lined up here. First of all, what do you think of the logo down on my screen? First of all, let's lower the garage door, not forget that. And we'll take a little ride to the Dairy Queen and get us a chocolate dip cone. So I've got a new mount for the Insta360 ONE X camera. This is the first test ride for it. I don't have to safety it to the bike. Apple CarPlay. You have an iPhone and you're having trouble with CarPlay. Most people make the mistake of pairing the phone to both the bike and the Bluetooth communicator on the helmet. And that's the mistake. You pair the phone to the bike only, and you pair the Bluetooth headset to the bike only. And you'll find many of you will have far fewer problems. Now, there's some settings on your phone that will also help. I'll tell you one that I remember, and then I'll list all the settings that you should look at down below. If you go into settings to the general area, you'll find CarPlay, and you'll find the Honda Goldwing listed if you've had it working at any time before. And you want to turn on, if it's not already turned on, to allow CarPlay while the phone is locked. That's an important setting. While I was there, I also made sure allow while the phone was locked when it was used in my car as well. You'll find a listing for the car. Another thing you may not know about CarPlay on the iPhone is that when you go into General CarPlay, you'll find that you can arrange the icons that you see on the display while riding your Goldwing. You'll find if you swipe left, you have additional icons, and you want to if you're like me, you want to group just the ones you're interested in on the first screen and the ones you're not interested in on a second or third screen. Now, I don't know if it's Honda or if it's Apple, but not all Apple apps are allowed on the Goldwing. It's a subset. And of that subset, I put essential things like Apple Maps, Waze, Google Maps, on the first screen, and you press and hold to make the app icon active and drag it to another screen. So you can organize how your CarPlay is going to look on the screen of your Goldwing. Nice little trick a lot of people don't know. Also, we covered the settings, which I'll have listed below, and you'll want to read those, which will allow the phone to do several things with the phone locked. And I've already mentioned about not pairing the phone and the headset together, the phone only to the bike, the headset only to the bike, or they'll get confused. And remember that the phone won't launch until it senses that the helmet communicator is on. So there you go. Oh man, look at everybody. They all come in just when I decide to oh, here we go. Right up here. Here comes the DART rail train. This is the northernmost part of the rail system in Dallas. I live in the town of Plano, a bedroom community to the north, and this is the north end of the rail system. And I used to get on this train and go directly to the station next to Texas Instruments headquarters building, where I work part-time, 20 hours a week, as a video editor. I used to be full-time for about 9 years, and then cut it back to 20 to give me more time to ride this beautiful Goldwing 2018 Goldwing DCT. And so what I did, if you've seen my previous moto vlogs, the four before this one, the camera is mounted to a suction cup, which is safetied off to the side to one of the side mirrors. But I ordered the kind of screws that go into the bottom of cameras, and I drilled a 1/4-inch hole in my F4 windscreen here, and ran one of those screws through that and into the bottom of the short selfie stick that Insta360 sells. And it's pretty stable, but it vibrates a little bit. That camera does out on the end of the stick, but it vibrated more on the suction cup stick. So I'm hoping for good results, and I'm shooting log, which comes out of the camera looking more grayish and not full of life, but you actually get more dynamic range out of that when you apply the camera LUT to it, lookup table. Editors will know what I'm talking about. Not only do I apply the LUT, but I also manually boost the chroma, and then I put contrast on it. Boost the highs, lower the lows. And I don't know what you think, but for me, the video out of this camera just pops when you do that. I shoot at 5.7K, 30 frames a second. And one day I'll experiment with high-speed shooting. The effect is slow motion when you play it at normal frame rate. It takes 3.5 seconds or so to play 1 second of 100 frame per second video. Not exactly 3.5, but very close. Which I will do. I have the long extended selfie stick, which one YouTuber demonstrated you can get some amazing shots with a 360 camera and a very long stick. So I hope to be experimenting with that. That is my moto vlog for today. The camera, if you decide to go for the camera, I have an Amazon affiliate link. Costs you nothing extra to buy it through my link, but it supports my channel with a few pennies. And also Amazon Prime Day is the 15th and 16th, which is in the future as of the recording of this vlog, and I'm talking 2019. So ride safe, and I'll see you on the next one.